I love you. Welcome back, Couch Potatoes, to another riveting episode of our Batman playlist. I am the Green Traveler from Gorsh.
None of those, I don't think any of the Batman songs go that way. I am the Faceless Leon, and this is a podcast about movies and TV called Green and Faceless on the Couch.
Yay!
Yay! Here we are again.
That's it, that's us. Yeah, we're both very tired. I'm tired because I've been driving all weekend. It's been a fun adventure trip. I just got a notification on my earbuds saying I have low battery. That's lovely.
Uh-oh.
So, we'll figure that out.
I am tired for reasons.
For personal reasons. It's
personal
fine.
Reasons, yeah.
But so if we're low energy, that's why. And but we're happy to be here. Happy to be doing this.
I think I could bump it up for Adam West, though. I think I can be present for this man,
right,
who is just built on the legend of Batman so magnificently.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because this whole movie, this is it's called Batman the Movie in 1966. It comes after like the first two seasons, I think, of the television show, which again was based off of the serials that we talked about last time. And it kind of makes fun of those serials. You know, it's very tongue in cheek, very over the top. It's absolutely 100%. Zany and ridiculous. It's wonderful. And they make this big movie that brings in all these villains and everything. But it's funny to see Adam West as Batman. Because he's a very skinny, tall guy with a very iconic voice as this character.
Yeah.
But then I just this weekend, I watched Harley Quinn, which I think you've talked about on TV Talks as one of the Faceless pitches. I started watching it. I watched the first season.
I don't know if I did or not, but love that show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very fun show. I do enjoy it. I have issues with it, but that's not what we're talking about today, so it's whatever. But the voice of Batman in that, it's hilarious to me, is he's in the Drew Carey show. He's Oswald in the Drew Carey show. And so now...
Oh, man, I never really watched that show, so I can't put a face.
Yeah, it's so funny, but like he's just goofy and ridiculous in that show, in Drew Carey show. And in hearing his Batman voice, I was like, man, that's a good voice. Like, man, who is that? And I looked it up and I was like, oh no, now I can't see anybody but Oswald as Batman. It makes the whole show even funnier. It's so crazy how many people have played Batman. And a lot of them can credit Adam West because he made it fucking everything with that show. And, that's what this movie is all just like that show. It's very tongue-in-cheek, very ridiculous, and I fucking love it all. It's so much fun.
Okay, now at least I know what he looks like. I looked up. I didn't actually grab his name, even from that search. I just looked up Oswald from Drew Carey show. Let's jump into this movie.
Yeah.
Do you? I think I kind of did the you need a moment. Do you want me to go ahead and start spieling?
Yeah, start spieling.
Any who's hits. So Batman and Robin, they are deputies of the law in this version. And which that's kind of news to me, but so it's later in Batman's career. He's already gotten the respect of all the police forces and whatnot, and there is a prison break of these big baddies, that some familiar names that you will remember. By the way, Robin is played by Burt Ward. I mentioned him.
Yeah, wonderfully played.
And it is Dick Grayson, and I think that was pretty much the only Robin in the comics at that point. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think they had another one for quite a while, but like he's one of the best Dick Graysons, honestly. Like Burt Ward's such a wonderful person.
like him. Yeah, I love him, and I think part of it is he is where the trope, the meme of the Batman, the Robin jokes of "Holy potatoes, Batman," like whatever he says.
Holy guacamole, Batman.
Yeah. 100%.
And then every single item also has to have bat before it.
Yes.
Robin, toss me the bat ladder.
Yes. Hand me
it's just a fucking ladder.
Hand me the bat shark repellent, which is an actual thing in the movie. And it's like right at the beginning. So there's a prison break. The prisoners who escaped, all familiar characters, are the Catwoman, played by Lee Merriweather, the Joker, very famously played by Cesar Romero,
who, for fun fact, refused to shave his mustache.
Yeah.
For this movie, so you could see that Joker has a mustache. It's just painted over white.
Yeah, why not just
so
why not paint it green or something? Make it part of the.
It's funnier this way. It's funnier this way. It also gives his smile something more too, because it's got, even though it's painted white and there's these big it's just those big bulbous lips, kind of like what Jack Nicholson has in the Tim Burton movie. It adds to his character though, because you see it and you're like, is that a mustache or is that just some really fat lips?
He also before this was very famous as the Latin lover character. And also for playing, I think, the Cisco Kid in some westerns. And it's just kind of in his bio on IMDb for real citation. He is just known from the earlier generation from his earlier career, but our parents' generation, they know him as the Joker, and so that's been passed down to us. Yeah, so exactly. That what the older generation knows him for that's going to fade away, I think, and his role as the Joker is going to be remembered because Batman is not going to die. I'm sorry. It's been this long. DC is having a struggle, but Batman is not going to die.
No, and I do want to say also that this is the first time Lee Merriweather was Catwoman. There were other people before her in the first season and the second season of the show.
The other two villains that have escaped are the Penguin. The Penguin. You're not familiar with this villain, the Penguin.
Benedict Cumberbatch calls them penguins.
Penguin.
Penguins.
So the Penguin is played by Burgess Meredith, and really almost I think that it's just on par, if not better, than Farrell. What's his name?
Colin Farrell.
I was going to call him Farrell Ferguson. I was like, who the fuck is that?
Farrell Ferguson. I don't know who that is.
We also have the Riddler, played by Frank Gorshin.
Yes.
Interesting fellow.
Yeah, this is the only interpretation of the Riddler so far that has been what I want. I enjoy his Riddler a lot. Jim Carrey's just way too over the top, way too ridiculous. I love it still. We'll talk about it when we get there, but it's just no. It's not the character I know. Paul Dano's absolutely great.
Not the character you know.
Not the Riddler I know. This is the Riddler I know. This is Frank Gorshin. When I watched the show, this was after the show on the comics. This is always the guy I come back to. I was just he was fun. He was just zany, and he had all of his little riddles, and they're all easy and ridiculous.
They all are super zany. Yeah. And excuse me, Meredith's version of the Penguin is all his lackeys are pirates, but the Penguin theming is to the max. The fucking submarine, dude. I fucking love the Penguin submarine. Yeah. It's hilarious. Yeah. And then when Batman is figuring out that he has a submarine, he's on the phone with the Navy surplus. And he's did you guys let someone buy a pre-nuclear model submarine? And they're like, oh, let us check. And they're like, yes, a Mr. Such and Such. It was some kind of bird or fish pun. And
I think it was like P. N. Gwyn.
Yes, P. N. Gwyn. That's what it was. Yes, and which is much less clever. Anyhow, they respond by saying that he paid in cash, and he said, "Okay, did he leave an address?" And they're like, "No, sir, no address." And he said, "Are you telling me you let somebody buy a pre-nuclear model submarine?" And he talks so slow, just like that. "And you didn't get a reliable address?" "No, sir." "You are the
He
Navy."
had money.
He's like, "You're the Navy. Think about it," or something shitty like that.
He told him to be more responsible next time.
Yes.
He's like, "You are the Navy. Be more responsible next time to whoever you're selling your weapons and equipment to."
Yeah. Which is
like,
probably a direct a direct commentary of the times, I'm sure.
Probably. Yeah, probably. And like, you know, this is also not the first time Batman's been a government agent. He was a government agent in the serial. They're just keeping it going with this one because I guess it's because it was working out as
I think he's less of a government agent and more he works for Gotham.
That's fair.
Yeah. Which I suppose, like, if you consider your sheriff a government agent, then yes.
Right.
I suppose he is elected. Though nobody elected Batman.
It's funny
he just
because
kind of showed up.
Yeah, it's funny because like at the very beginning, after all the people break out, he's called to go like check out this yacht that's like out at sea or whatever, and you know he calls the police or the airport. And he's just like, "Get the Batcopter ready," and it's just like they go immediately and get the Batcopter ready, and I'm just like laughing. I'm like, man, he has got this city in the palm of his fucking hand.
Sure fucking does. Like there is like a dark Black Mary's version of this Batman where he just like is the one who causes all the crimes so that so that he can just keep on running the city and have his little adventures.
And I love it, man. I fucking love it. And then like the I guess just to like, I don't want to get too much into the story because I definitely do recommend this one. But when they go out to sea, to spoil just one scene, it's my favorite scene, and we have to talk about it. It's when they're in the ship, they're on the helicopter, they're going to look for the yacht. Mm-hmm. And I think they're like Batcopter. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
And they're like over the yacht. I think they're over the yacht, and they like drop the bat ladder so Batman can climb down.
Labeled the
but
bat
then the yacht
ladder.
Disappears.
Nobody had to call it that. It was labeled for us.
It was labeled. Yeah, it's on there. It says bat ladder. But like when Batman climbs down, I think the yacht like disappears, like it just goes away or something.
Right.
And then a shark jumps out of the water and is just biting Batman's leg.
Yeah, it does just
jumps on
vanish. Like he's like about to put his foot on it. It vanishes. All of a sudden he's close to the water. Big fake rubber shark comes out and grabs him.
Fake? What? No, it was a real shark.
I'm sorry,
It was
a real rubbery shark. Of the rubber.
Yeah, I mean
they're
just rubbery to begin with. That's what the fish just look rubbery. You know, it's a real shark. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. And it clamps on his leg. It doesn't just take the leg off though, or cause any blood to happen. It just clamps on the leg and the ladder, of course.
Yes.
And it's such a funny scene, but like the only way Batman can get rid of it, he calls up to Robin. He's just like, "Robin, throw me down the bat shark repellent," like we've already said. He just uses it on this shark. He just sprays it, and then the shark's just like, "Ah!"
But
it just opens its mouth and falls away.
To really gauge how ridiculous this movie is, when Burt Ward goes to grab the bat shark repellent, there's also bat leopard repellent, bat bear repellent. I think also like bat insect repellent, if I'm not mistaken.
Something. It's so funny. It's just like, man, what kind of enemies has Batman fought against? I think maybe King Shark. Maybe he's fought King Shark in this world.
That's fair. Who knows? I don't remember. I have no idea when he came along in the chronology. I would imagine around the same time as Killer Croc, for some reason.
Probably. Yeah.
And also the same time that Cheetah showed up in Wonder Woman.
It's during their animal human hybrid phase.
Yeah, they have a plot to take over the whole fucking world, and yeah,
and they come to the discovery of who's behind that plot.
Yes.
After the shark attack, they go back to the Commissioner Gordon's office or somebody's office. I don't remember who.
Chief O'Hara.
I want to.
Oh, there is a Commissioner Gordon, but so it's Neil Hamilton plays Commissioner Gordon, and Chief O'Hara is like the guy right under him. Stafford Rep plays him.
Right, and my favorite quote of all time. From this movie specifically, but I do love this quote. It's just so good. It's when they're trying to decipher who is behind the disappearing yacht and the shark attack. And so if you'll all indulge me, I'll just read this straight from IMDb's quote page. Commissioner Gordon says, "It could be any one of them, but which one? Which ones?" And Batman says, "Pretty fishy what happened to me on that ladder." Commissioner Gordon replies, "You mean, where there's a fish, there could be a penguin?" "But wait," says Robin, "it happened at sea." "See? C for Catwoman." Batman says, "Yet an exploding shark was pulling my leg." "The Joker," Commissioner Gordon responds. Chief O'Hara, the only time he adds anything to this conversation. All adds up to a sinister riddle. Riddler! Commissioner Gordon responds, "Oh, the thought strikes me. So dreadful I scarcely dare give it utterance." "The four of them," Batman says. "Their forces combined." "Holy nightmare," responds Robin. I love it. I fucking love it. It's the most ridiculous shit. But the one that really gets me...
It's the whole movie, guys.
Yeah, that's the whole movie. The one that really gets me, though, is this. It all happened at sea. See? C for Catwoman. It's just like...
That's good enough for me!
It's the dumbest thing ever. And that's all you have to know. Like, once you see that scene, you're like, oh, all of this is going to be so tongue-in-cheek hilarious, I'm not going to have to care. You know, the riddlers are going to be easy to solve. The connections to everything is just going to be ludicrous and stupid.
You said they're easy to solve. You said they're easy to solve, but they are the most ridiculous things.
They're easy to solve for Batman and Robin with their way of thinking.
Yeah. They get it in a cinch, but everybody around him is like, "Oh, what could that mean?" And and he always
can only mean the one thing.
He always has the Riddler always controls one of the Penguin's rockets, like a fucking nuclear warhead kind of thing, and it's just riding in the sky as if he had as much control as an airplane. Actually, more control than an airplane.
They had a huge obsession with rockets in this because there's the exact same rocket launch shot 8 times. It's ridiculous.
100%. Then there's another part of the plot here. They want to capture Bruce Wayne. Why, I can't quite remember, but he is the toast of Gotham and whatnot. And
yeah, rich too.
Rich as well. But they know that the Batman would come and rescue him, so they're trying to set up a trap for Batman. Bruce Wayne gets the invitation, and he realizes that it's a trap because he's Batman, and he's like, "Okay, but we're gonna go do it, and I'll have Lady Kitka with me, who is a Russian journalist from the Moscow Daily or something like that." And
right.
But really, truly, and this is not a spoiler because it's super obvious, it is Catwoman.
I mean, her name is Kit.
Yeah. Kitka. Yeah, everything is very obvious.
Kit.
Oh my god,
Cat.
when she's dressed up like Catwoman and she's doing the fucking meowing and the hissing and shit.
Yeah. I also love too when she comes upon the villains for the first time, when all the villains are seen together. You know, you have Riddler, Joker, and Penguin on one side, and she's carrying a black cat.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm tired of you, sick 'em cat." And she tosses her cat on the table, and it's like, it hisses at him. It's like, and all of the Joker, the Riddler, and Penguin are all like cowering behind each other, just like, "Get that thing away from us! What is wrong with you?" It's just so funny. It's like, why are you guys afraid of a cat? You could take that pretty easily, I think.
Well, she's infected each of the claws with cat scratch fever. So, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's deadly. I'm sure the Joker and the Riddler and Penguin have nothing to stop that.
Yes, they don't. Because one of them...
the Riddler definitely doesn't.
One of them is just a man who looks like a penguin. And one of them is smart, but it's so he might make it. And the other one is just, a waste of chemical gross filth.
Okay, but to give them all their added bonuses, the Penguin, while he's just a man that looks like a penguin, he's got a lot of awesome fucking umbrellas that can do a lot of crazy shit.
That's true.
So he's good against the cat. He's fine.
You're right.
The Joker's got a lot of shit hidden up his sleeve.
Does.
He also's got a way to fight this cat.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if the cat scratches him, like, cat probably will die.
Yeah, he'll probably just explode himself, the Joker. Oh, at least modern-day Joker would. Cesar Romero, I'm not sure. But modern-day Joker would be like, you just killed me. Well, I got a, poison built into my lungs, so when I take my last breath, that poison's gonna go into the air and kill everybody. That's actually in the comics. Yeah. It literally does have, the poison expulsion system built into him, I guess, that when he dies, it's dumb. But the Riddler's like the only one, I think, facing that cat who would have issues, because he would like be throwing out riddles and the cat's like, I don't fucking understand, man. Like, I'm just gonna kill you.
It's like, I'm not a sphinx, dude. So I feel like the only mainstay character from the Batman comics that we have not mentioned yet is Alfred, played by Alan Napier. And, frankly, I don't remember his participation all that much in this movie. He's very much a background character.
Same. Yeah, honestly, I remember when I was looking at the cast list, I saw his name and I was like, Alfred was in this? Don't remember him. Don't remember him at all. Sorry, Alan Napier. You are good in the show. In the show, he's great.
I recall that from the few episodes I've seen.
Yeah, I don't remember him here, but it's fine. That's all right. I mean, still, I guess, there's not much left to go into, because I do recommend it. It's a fun, silly romp through a crazy Gotham mystery that I really just don't remember at all what's going on.
Right.
But it's fun. It's so fun, even if I don't remember at all the story. Yeah, the characters, the acting from everybody, so over the top, so wonderful. It's just a crazy good experience. If you've never seen the 60s television show with Adam West and Burt Ward, go watch it.
Yeah,
and then go watch this movie whenever it falls in there. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to watch the show to watch this movie. You can just watch the movie.
It's non-canonical for sure.
Right. You don't have to watch the show to watch this movie. You can just watch this movie. If you don't like it, you probably won't like the show. But if you do like it, then you got 3 seasons of something fun to watch. Yeah. So,
And it is just a lot of fun. And also, you can buy the whole box set for just $30. And
yeah, nice. That's awesome.
Saw it at Walmart yesterday. And
oh man.
Also, the show is free on Tubi. I don't remember how we watched this, but we did. And it was hilarious. I
think we rented it somewhere, sadly.
Did you give it a rating?
Oh, I have not. I would give it honestly, it's such a joke, but I still give it 3.5 stars because it's a fun joke.
We're in on the joke. Everybody is having a good time with the joke. It's the purpose of the film. I like it for that purpose a lot too. I give it a full face. I'm not going to claim it's my favorite movie in the world, but I will watch it again. especially with
Right.
people, like new people who have never seen it before, to get their reactions. That will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun watching the movie. I think you guys would too. I really do. If you enjoyed what you listened to today, maybe you'd consider going on down to patreon.com/green and faceless. I'm going to say that again. Patreon.com/green and faceless. And check out the tiers we got there. Just $2 a month. That's what it's like a quarter an episode. We try to do 2 episodes a week. We've been cutting it pretty close pretty recently. Today is usually the day that we drop, and we're just recording it like an hour before we usually drop it. But yeah, that's fine.
Sorry about that. We've just been busy.
Oh, we've been busy. I've been having the worst internet problems. Just the worst.
Yeah.
But today it's been good.
Yeah, it was right before I was going on vacation, so.
Yeah, we thought we'd have this done on Friday, but I had basically no internet for the entire weekend. And that's fine. We watched a lot of Game of Thrones because I have it on Blu-ray. I think that's our show.
There you go. Yeah, I've been the Green Traveler from Gorsh. Thanks for listening, guys.
Oh, yes, thank you so much.
Potatoes.
There was one thing I want to mention, but, maybe I'll write something on Patreon or something. So there you go. Go check it out. Safe travels. I'm the Faceless Leon, and good nights. Green and Faceless on the Couch is a proud production of FictionWorks 19. Are you a fan of the show? Feel free to contact us at greenandfacelessfans@gmail.com or visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/greenandfaceless. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, or rate us on Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much for listening.